And we get lunch together, me, my good friend, and this cop that just pulled me over for going 100 over the speed limit. And when I was younger, I had a problem with long drives where I just slowly start getting faster and faster without realizing it, to the point where I'm about 5 minutes away. I can see Import Alliance directly ahead of me, and I see a cop. I look down at my speedometer. I'm doing a $145. And I tell my friend, I was like, what's the speed limit here? He goes, I think it's 45 miles per hour. I was like, oh, we're screwed. So I slow down, immediately pull over. I know there's no way this is happening. I can't run because there's a red light right in front of me. Something I can do. The cop pulls over, and it's just a line of cops. One pulls someone over, then another person pulls another person over. They're just waiting for people to go to the show. So I'm just like, oh crap, they know what's happening right now. So the guy comes over, pulls me over, and he's a younger guy, probably 25-ish. And he comes over, he's like, you guys going to Import Alliance? I was like, yeah. He goes, man, why were you going so fast? I was like, to be honest, man, I didn't even realize I was going that fast. I feel just terrible. I've been up, I've slept about 3 hours last night, and I've been up since about 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, and I am so unbelievably hungry, I feel like I'm about to throw up. And the guy just looks at me kind of oddly and goes, you know, man, I believe you. I'm just like, what? And he goes, I'm gonna give you 14 overs. You're not gonna get tickets on your license. And at this point, I'm just like slowly losing my mind. I was like, there's no way this is happening right now. And he goes, and I'll also tell you, don't get food at Import Alliance. I was like, what? He's like, well, I was like, why? And he goes, the lines there are insane. The food is way more expensive, and it's just not that good. And I was like, well, where should I go? He goes, 10 seconds past Import Alliance, there's a Waffle House. I'll drive you there. I was like, what do you mean you'll drive me there? He goes, just follow me, pulls in front of me, turns on his sirens, and drives me to the Waffle House, and we get lunch together, me, my good friend, and this cop that just pulled me over 10 seconds earlier for going 100 over the speed limit. So I'm still kind of in shock at this point. And we go to Import Alliance and we hang out with this guy for a little bit. This cop's actually at Import Alliance now. And towards the end of the first day of the event, everyone's doing burnouts onto the road. And the second I get up to do one, which you'd think I would have learned by now, but apparently I didn't, a cop comes up and goes, anyone that does a burnout, you're welcome to, but you're getting in trespassing and you'll never be able to come back to the show again. I was like, well, damn, I can't do that now. My friend goes, man, I really wish we had a pink slip to put on the wall. I was like, I'll do you one better. Grab the speeding ticket, throw it up on the wall. Everyone starts cheering. I turn over and the cop standing next to me just doing like this. He's like, really, dude? It's like, well, I mean, when in Rome. So that was my first car show and my first ticket. I was going to look at another 3000 GT for some reason. Crazy wide body kit, Lamborghini doors, whole thing was done up in Bondo. The rear trunk weighed like 1,000 pounds. You had to get 2 people just to open it. It was bad. But I was young and I liked racers at that point. And I thought it was the coolest thing. So I'm driving to Savannah, and if you don't know, Savannah is the majority of the way there is this big highway where everyone cuts over if someone goes faster behind them. So to the point where I'm almost there, I'm doing a $135, and I think it was a 55 or 65 mile per hour road, and I get pulled over. I was like, well, there is no way I'm getting out of this. I have no idea what to do. So to myself, I just kind of say, you know what, screw it. Turn off my car, put my keys down, and while the cop's getting out, I run over to him. He's got his hand on his holster at this point, thinks I'm about to attack him. I walk up and I say, I'm so sorry, I know I was speeding. Technically, is it illegal if I go pee in the woods right now and no one can see me? And he goes, what? I was like, can I go pee? He goes, well, I don't think it's illegal, but, and then I run off into the woods, praying to God this guy's not gonna shoot me. I end up going pee in the woods, and I come back, I was like, I'm so sorry, I've had to pee for the last 5 exits. I keep trying to get off the exit and semis keep blocking me. And lo and behold, right when I say that, a big semi comes by blocking the exit. And I point to him, I go, like that. The cop goes, you know what, I understand. Here's 14 over, and he lets me go. And to this day, I still have no idea why I did that. That was one of the stupidest decisions I've ever made, was running up to that cop and running away. I should have been shot. Had that happened recently, 5 years later, I would have been shot. And apparently, I was just more willing to risk my life than get a super speeder ticket.
As a luxury and exotic brand dealer, you know the challenge of putting the right price tag on perfection. Ritz Garage places you directly in touch with our qualified network of new and used dealers with no auction fees. Ritz Garage. Premium cars, premium dealers without premium fees.